Once upon a time, there was a kind and beautiful girl named Cinderella, with golden hair that shimmered like sunshine. She lived in a small, dusty attic, hidden away by her wicked stepmother and stepsisters. Although she had little, her heart was full of dreams and kindness. Cinderella spent her days working tirelessly, scrubbing floors, dusting shelves, and doing all the chores her stepmother assigned her. She dreamed of a life filled with joy, far away from her daily chores. One day, an invitation arrived. The prince was hosting a grand ball, inviting all young women in the kingdom. Cinderella's heart leaped with excitement, but her stepmother and stepsisters laughed, saying she was too plain to attend. Just as Cinderella felt all hope was lost, a warm light filled the room. Her fairy godmother appeared, shimmering with magic. She promised to help Cinderella attend the ball, transforming her rags into a beautiful gown. With a wave of her wand, the fairy godmother turned Cinderella's rags into a dazzling blue gown. Her golden hair was adorned with sparkling gems, and on her feet appeared the most beautiful glass slippers. As Cinderella entered the ballroom, everyone turned to look at her. The prince was mesmerized by her beauty, and they danced together under the sparkling chandeliers. As the clock struck midnight, Cinderella remembered the fairy godmother's warning. She hurried down the grand staircase, leaving behind a single glass slipper as she disappeared into the night. The next day, the prince searched far and wide, finding Cinderella at last. They married in a grand celebration, and Cinderella, now a princess, lived happily ever after. Long ago in the kingdom of Arendelle, two princesses, Elsa and Anna, lived in a grand castle. Elsa had magical powers to create ice and snow, but she kept them hidden from everyone, even her sister. One night while playing, Elsa accidentally struck Anna with her magic. Frightened, their parents sought help from the wise trolls in the mountains. The trolls healed Anna, but warned Elsa to control her powers. From that day, Elsa isolated herself, fearing she might hurt someone again. Years passed, and Elsa was crowned queen. At her coronation, she accidentally revealed her icy powers in front of everyone. Terrified, she fled to the mountains. In the mountains, Elsa embraced her powers and created a magnificent ice palace where she could live freely. Determined to bring her sister back, Anna set off on a journey. Along the way, she met Kristoff, his reindeer Sven, and a funny snowman named Olaf. When Anna finally found Elsa, she begged her to return. But Elsa, afraid of hurting Anna again, accidentally struck her heart with icy magic. Anna began to freeze, and only an act of true love could save her. In a moment of bravery, she sacrificed herself to protect Elsa from Prince Hans. Elsa's love for Anna melted her frozen heart, and the sisters reunited. Elsa learned that love was the key to controlling her magic. With Elsa's powers under control, the kingdom of Arendelle returned to its former glory. The two sisters ruled together, stronger than ever. Once upon a time, in a grand castle, a beautiful princess named Snow White lived with her stepmother, the evil queen. Snow White, with her golden hair and kind heart, was loved by all. But the queen was jealous and wanted to be the most beautiful in the land. Fearing for her life after the queen's threats, Snow White fled deep into the forest. As she ran, the trees grew dense and shadows darkened. But Snow White's heart remained brave. Snow White soon stumbled upon a small, cozy cottage hidden among the trees. Curious, she peeked inside and saw that it was filled with tiny furniture, all in perfect disorder. Inside, she met the 7 dwarfs, who were delighted to welcome her. They instantly grew fond of Snow White, admiring her kindness and beauty. Snow White promised to take care of their little home. Meanwhile, the evil queen, disguised as an old hag, prepared a poisoned apple. She wanted to make sure Snow White would never be more beautiful than her. One day, the old woman offered Snow White an apple. Snow White, kind-hearted as she was, took a bite not knowing the danger that awaited her. When the dwarfs found Snow White, she was lifeless. Heartbroken, they placed her in a glass coffin in the forest, surrounded by flowers, where her beauty remained untouched. One day, a prince passing by the forest saw Snow White and was captivated by her beauty. He leaned down and kissed her, breaking the spell and awakening her with love. Snow White and the prince returned to the kingdom, where they were married in a grand celebration. She lived happily ever after, free from the evil queen's cruelty. Once upon a time, in a cozy little kitchen, an old woman decided to bake a gingerbread man. She carefully rolled out the dough, shaped him, and decorated him with icing and candy. As soon as she opened the oven, the gingerbread man jumped up and ran out of the kitchen. "Run, run, as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man," he shouted. The old woman ran after him, but the gingerbread man was too quick. Soon, a hungry cow joined the chase, mooing loudly, "I want to eat you." The gingerbread man laughed and ran on. "You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man." A horse and a chicken joined the chase, all eager to catch him. As he reached a river, the gingerbread man stopped. He couldn't swim. Just then, a sly fox appeared. "I can help you cross," said the fox with a sly grin. The gingerbread man climbed onto the fox's tail. As the water got deeper, the fox said, "Climb onto my back, then climb onto my nose." As they reached the other side, the fox tossed his head, sending the gingerbread man into the air. With one snap, the fox gobbled him up, and so the gingerbread man's adventure came to an end. The tale reminds us that even the cleverest can be outsmarted in the end,